What is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And if you've been here for a little bit and you remember seeing the videos about the Soldiers Demon 170, you guys remember the general manager there that was appropriately fired. Not just for, what was going on in Corey's not what's going on in the Soldiers situation, but that Core McDonald, the general manager there, lied directly to other general managers' faces, the CEO's face, and others. And well, we have an update. So, come to my surprise, I find out that this video is being sponsored by Morgan & Morgan Attorneys at Law. If you're looking for a personal injury attorney, you're going to find no firm larger than Morgan & Morgan, handling over 20 million phone calls last year alone. It's why they put it up on the billboard that size matters. So if you are looking for a personal injury attorney, definitely give them a look. You can get started with a smartphone in 8 clicks or less by going to forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. Again, that is forthepeople.com/TK's Garage. And I appreciate them for allowing me to do what I do. All right, so let's get into this video. So we all remember that this guy was basically fired, not just because of what he did in the situation at the Mac Haik dealership in Flowwood, Mississippi, but also because he lied to his boss. He did a bunch of other crazy stuff. And let's not forget that this guy was a Marine sniper, that he was telling people this shit at his work. And he may have failed to notify Mac Haik as an auto group that he was other than honorably discharged from the United States Marine for drug use. And that evidently he regularly used drugs at the Flowwood, Mississippi dealership. Now, this is not coming from me. This is coming from statements and things that were said by people that worked at the Flowwood dealership. So come to my surprise that I find out that the gentleman is now working at Collierville. Let me put it right here. Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Collierville, Tennessee. So I just wanted to go over here and take a quick look and see if I saw any scumbag activity going on over here in the reviews. And, well, what do you know? There is scumbag activity over here. And I want to get into maybe just one or two of these reviews. And I kind of want to ask the dealership or the ownership group at the dealership, do you know who Mr. McDonald is? Do you have any idea of the person you brought on as a general manager? Oh, and not just the general manager. Evidently, several of the sales guys who also may have participated in Candy Crush Saga may also be at the Collierville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership as well. Now, I found out about this through some awesome people who you guys see and watch as you watch my channels as well. And I just found it extremely interesting. It just goes to show you, no matter how big of a scumbag you are in the automotive space, there's always another dealership that will allow you to bring your scumbag activity somewhere else. And everything from this guy, from being a corrupt court officer, forging notarized documents to get people violated on bond, one, to working at a car dealership and screwing over an active duty service member from the United States Army, and then fucking over, other customers because, they can afford it. Fuck them. I want to be able to afford my nose candy. This is not a good look. Not for Collierville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Not for Dodge as a whole. I would think that, and I know that Tim Kaniskis is going to say, I only manage Dodge, I don't manage dealerships. I get it. You think that this would be enough of an issue. This also goes to Collierville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram's hiring practices. Motherfucker, you can't use Google? Like, you couldn't Google that this dude just royally effed an entire dealership up and had massive bad press? What the fuck? Who made that hiring decision to be like, I want this guy to be my general manager? You can't make this up, man. So, let's get into one of the reviews. I just wanted to post this as an update. We're going to get into more specific stuff because I have people actually going into the dealership, and that should get interesting. But let's look at J-Dub, who posted this review. And I just want to show you one specific photo. You see that tire, how it's bald? It didn't come to the dealership that way. But probably won't be getting serviced there anymore. They had my car for about a week. First time I brought it in, they charged me $263, including tax. Said it was fixed. Not a day after I left, it had the same problem. I called and brought it back into the shop. They say, well, we're sorry about that. We'll look into it further with no extra charge. They had my car for about a month. After that, trying to figure out what's wrong with it, after a technician finally figured out what's wrong, fuse box needed to be replaced, apparently. They tell me it's going to be something like $934 for the new part, which is irritating. But stuff happens, so I'm like, okay, as long as they remove the $263 they charged me last time, which they did, at least $240, didn't include tax, I've had it back and seems okay. The thing that really bothers me is that I could tell someone had been joyriding my car. I just treated it as them testing it to make sure it wasn't going to act up again. Okay, that's fine. Although annoying, it's not fun. Come to find out, they have burnt most of the rubber and tread off the two back tires. The driver's side tire was fucking brand new. I just had to get it replaced not long before I brought it in for service. F this place. I like this review. At least their service department. Not going to name any names because I don't know who actually did it, but I won't be coming back. I'd rather drive the extra miles to the one at Wolf Chase. I have to. Damn. And he's not lying. I mean, that tire's bald as shit. So, that was one interesting review. And then I figured, there's got to be... evidently, their service department is a disaster. I mean, every single one was a disaster. Now, what's interesting is one of the more recent reviews sounds like typical Core McDonald behavior. Let me tell you. This comes from Warren Lee, okay, actual review. And you guys can go to Google and see these reviews. They're really easy. Was told a price and have the text to prove it, but they wouldn't honor it. Totally rude and unprofessional. I don't appreciate being lied to or the classic bait and switch scam. Does this sound familiar? I'll never buy another vehicle from them, and I recommend the same to everyone reading this. Wow. Wow. And there's so many bad reviews. And this is very similar. This reminds me a lot of what I've seen here recently, where these dealers are just buying reviews. And evidently the service department has got to be one of the worst in the area. I mean, all of the most recent reviews are all 1 stars for bad service department. I can tell. I mean, it's crazy. But I also do the same, like buy a vehicle and then they don't support you after the fact. I mean, I'm looking at all of the different videos here and it all looks bad. It all looks bad. Well, I mean, it all starts at the top, right? It all depends on who you have that's running your dealership. Don't get it twisted. We will keep a very sharp eye on what's going on at this Collierville Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, especially knowing what the general manager was able to do at the last Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram dealership he worked at, which was fuck the entire thing up. So, I mean, what can you do, man? Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. Go check out those Google reviews and let me know what you guys think about that as well. And Yeah, I mean, maybe the ownership group at that dealership does not know who they hired. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys very much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and I'll catch you guys very soon on the next one.